everybody, how are you doing today? I am doing very well, thank you. Today I've decided to document in my June journal, and I'm just going to be doing one page today, which is a very special page. It is my mum's birthday, which we celebrated recently, and I really wanted to show you this page in particular because I thought, what could I use to really document the day, and what kind of things could I take that I could actually put into my journal? Now, usually if it's your birthday, you can put in a birthday card or something like that, wrapping paper. But as it wasn't my birthday, I obviously didn't have much that I could use. I had a little bit of party decorations, and my mum very kindly said that I can have the packaging from the birthday cake. So I guess it depends whose birthday you're celebrating, but if you could get hold of a little bit of the maybe even a napkin if you went to a restaurant, or what else could you use? You could use the actual decorations. If they have the things on the table, like the little glitter pieces on the table, you could use that. So today, like I said, I'm going to be using the packaging for the birthday cake, which is quite fitting because yellow is my mum's favourite colour, and I also went with a yellow theme as well for her present, so I just thought this was perfect. We were also outside for most of the day, and it was a really sunny, lovely day, which made it kind of feel nice with this yellow and the bees, and it just all went with the theme really nicely. So as you can see, I've cut out the title of the cake, like the what would you even call it, the name of the cake. It has this really lovely logo, so I've cut that out, and I've stuck double-sided sticky tape to it in order to stick it into my journal. It's a bit annoying really because this journal is watercolor paper, so it tends not to stick very good with double-sided sticky tape, so I might have to add some washi tape onto that after to just secure it down a little bit better. And then as you can see, I've cut out some of the honeycomb and I've stuck that on as well. And by the way, this cake was from Asda. This is not obviously sponsored, but it's from Asda. So if you are interested in looking for a birthday cake, this one is it was really, really good. It was half chocolate and half vanilla, I guess, and I'm just going to draw it as well down in the corner there. But it was really good. It was quite sweet, but really, really nice cake, and the decoration was just really cute too. So like I said, I've used little bits of memorabilia from the day to kind of make the base of the page spread, and then I'm going to be adding any little drawings in there to just bring my own element into it, my own touch to it. I always add little drawings to bring it all together and obviously have it flow consistently throughout the journal, and to be my style you can see from page to page. And I think I did say as well for June journal, I wanted to do most of the journal as an illustration instead of sticking more things in, because the journal last month was basically all collage and all stuck in, so I wanted this one to be more heavily focused on drawing as well. It gives me a good reason to practice drawing from life. So I actually just drew the cake freehand. I didn't sketch it out first, and that works better for me personally. I'm not a perfectionist, so I tend to just go straight in with pen. I also feel like it gives me that kind of childlike, innocent kind of looking illustration that I always look for. I often think of Quentin Blake when I'm illustrating like this and just drawing fun characters or faces or things, anything really, but I often think of Quentin Blake's style where it looks like he hasn't done a pencil drawing first. It looks like he's gone straight in with the line drawing, which is why it looks so kind of scribbly and childlike, and that's always something that I'm trying to look for. I think I also just naturally do that. I always enjoy just grabbing a pen first. It seems more of a faff to draw the outline first. That being said, I did draw the outline for this portrait, this little portrait of my mom, just because I wanted to get the proportions right and I didn't want to mess it up. The cake, I wasn't too bothered about getting the proportions right, as you can see. But like I say, I think that adds a little bit of quirk to it, and I think it adds a little bit of character. Even to a cake, it looks a little bit more characterful. That it's kind of wonky and not in the right proportion. I really enjoy that look. And then I think I do this handwriting, this text on almost every page now. It just has become like kind of signature thing that I'm doing at the moment. And it's the block text. And again, I really like it to have that loose, like childlike illustration style. I really, really like that. And I guess you can kind of see how I'm inspired by Quentin Blake in that little drawing there that I've done of my mom. And I wanted to, I've added a little bit more, so I added a bumblebee as well, and some little spiky things coming off of everything to just tie it all together. And then I also noticed there was a bit of a gap down here, so I decided to draw the gift that I got for my mom. It's like a little gift basket, which was also yellow, so I knew that it would go with the theme. I was also using that pen, I don't know if you just saw that I put down. So I love this pen, but it doesn't really work on watercolor paper very well. It's the Uni Jetstream, and it's the very, very fine one. I think I don't know if it's 0.28 or something like that. I really love this pen, but it just doesn't seem to work on watercolor paper. It tends to skip a lot. And if you have a pen like this, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it'll just skip and kind of become quite scratchy, but not in a nice way, or not how it usually acts on regular paper. It works really nice on the Tomo, what's it called, the Tomo River paper. It works really nice on that, but on this thick watercolor paper with the ridges on it, it doesn't work so well. So smooth paper, it works much better. So for that last illustration, I just used a normal fine liner pen. And then I wanted to add a little bit of the sparkles as well. So we did have like a banner which was rose gold, and I've put that little pieces of that on as well. I actually used one of these rose gold stars to lightly attach to my tortoise. Because he kept like walking around the garden, and I was reading at the time, and I just couldn't keep an eye on him. So I stuck one of these sparkly stars on his shell, just with a little bit of sellotape. Don't worry, it won't harm him in any way. He wouldn't even know it was there. So when he was walking around the garden, the little sparkly star would catch the light, and I would always be able to keep my eye on him, and it was actually really useful. I have tried like tying a balloon to him before, just like not a helium balloon, just a regular balloon, but it ends up getting popped, and then I can't find him. So yeah, just a little fun fact, I stuck one of these little shiny stars to my tortoise, and it worked. So what else am I doing now? So I'm just going to add a little bit of watercolor. And I'm sticking to the yellow theme, but then I kind of felt like it was missing a pop of colour in some way. So after I'd finished with all the details of the drawings, I decided to use orange because it's not too far away, obviously, from the yellow. I was going to use blue, but then I thought, no, I really like how this page is like consistently yellow, so I just decided to go with something that wasn't too far away. And there is a little bit of orange in the page as well anyway, so I added orange. I added it to the little sparks coming off the title, and I added it to the basket as well. And then I also decided to write in orange. So the pen that I'm using to write with, I bought this one in London, in a little shop in London. It's by Monami, and it's just literally, the colour is called orange, and it's a twin brush, and it's kind of like a mild liner, and it has two ends, a small brush end and a large brush end. And I thought this would be good for writing. However, because I was writing so tiny, it was really difficult to write with this pen, so it's kind of difficult to see what I'm actually writing. But I do like the way it looks, and I'm glad that I wrote it in orange, because it keeps a kind of softness to the page, and like I said before, it just keeps all the colours looking a bit more consistent. So I think we're coming to the end of the video now, but my mom had a lovely birthday, in case you're wondering, and yeah, I'm really happy to be able to have this page that captures the day perfectly. It just gives me those like sunny, happy vibes, and my mom is definitely a super happy person as well, so it just goes along with all of that with the bright yellow. And then I'm able to obviously keep a little bit of memorabilia for the day, and remember that delicious cake as well. So have a lovely week, everybody. I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Take care. Bye.